I used to carry myself like a cathedral, built in love, mortared with blessings, vaulted with a sky-high sense of invincibility. I used to look at this mirror and I thought it was beautiful. Not just the skin, but the spirit of the thing. Indestructible. You never just hurt me. Hurting it's shallow. Stop on the surface. It's a temporary glitch in the service level. No, you always practice the systematic dissolution. You destroyed the geometry of who I was. Now, I remain blessed, but I am never whole. I'm a permanent construction site, always repairing, always fixing, always striving to reclaim a beauty that you stripped from me. You took it from me. You made me this ugly. Not only to the world, but to myself. Both of us. You turned my internal reflection into a crime scene, and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to have to hate you again. I tried the higher ground. I tried the light. But nothing permits this. No amount of grace accounts for this level of excavation. And here's the curse, this insolent compassion. It's a sickness, really. This pity I feel at you. This sorrow that leaks out of my broken places and pools at your feet. No matter how unsorry I am, and believe me, I am unsorry. My pity is yours. As unworthy as you are, you've become the beneficiary of my emotional surplus. It took me a decade of reps to realize that you weren't just hurting me. You weren't even trying to hurt me. That would imply a goal, an end. No. You were breaking me. Specifically, methodically. You waited for the heal just so you can hear the snap again. You waited for the repair just so you could test the new fissures. As the years passed, you configured a new map of my person. You moved from the skin to the bone, into the heart and the home. An escalation in excavation. You set up a premium premise upon my soul, claiming squatters' rights in my mind. Always the warmth of pain in the background like a low-frequency hum. The conquer and conquest of all of my joy. The colonization of my peace. All at your will. I have been a witness to your dissolution. I'm watching you rot while you try to eat me whole. I'm watching your teeth chip as you bite off chunks that are just too big. I've borne the slings of your strength, that blunt, clumsy power. And I've borne the silence of your joy, which is the loudest sound I've ever heard. I will bear witness to you, and I will bear witness to your end. We all must end, right? That's the algorithm of life. Yet yours feels like a glitch. You grow stronger, truly immortal in your girth and breadth. You suffuse me. You're the air in the room, the carbon monoxide in the vents. I will it better. I will it gone. But that is my new doom. That is the intellectual tax I pay for staying the mastermind with you, with we. And as we join yet again, we unite. As I'm broken again by you anew, I see you hurting, a burning, desperate repair of determination. You're reliant upon my will. You're a parasite to my lust for justice. But here's where the pulse changes. I make the decision. I make sure that I go when needed. I don't just leave. I escape in fury. I step away from the flames of our rage because I'm not the fuel for this fire anymore. I pace away from the abyss as it opens, and I do it with a limp. But a limp is still a stride. I limp and I leap, always just out of range, out of your range. You stay. You're constant like the sun and the rain. A permanent pain that strays but never really and truly leaves. No relief, no release. I feel you daily breaking me. But listen to the rhythm of the breath. I still heal. I will feel. I become unbroken yet again, and again, and again. Unless we shouldn't be, I get away. I go far and away from your range. I step away to become the something that we couldn't even imagine. I must step away to become unbreakable again. As I hold this mirror. I used to carry myself like a cathedral, built in love, mortared with blessings, vaulted with a sky-high sense of invincibility. I used to look at this mirror and thought it was beautiful. Not just the skin, but the spirit of the thing. Indestructible. You never just hurt me. Hurting is it's shallow. It's not on the surface. It's a temporary glitch in the service level. No, you always practice the systematic dissolution. You destroyed the geometry of who I was. Now, I remain blessed, but I am never whole. I'm a permanent construction site, always repairing, always fixing.